have a conversation about how rare it is for a rebuilding team like the Habs to produce so many award contenders simultaneously in the same season.
But most of the time, it's the guy with the most points. And right now, who's got the most points?
I don't think should get it.
I don't think he should get it either. That's
I don't even know why we're talking about. But
my opinion, it should bring in the Bobby Orr trophy. Montreal has contenders for all four of those trophies. I don't know if I don't think they're gonna win all of them, but there's one in particular I think that is gonna be one for sure.
Suzuki, Selke.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's it.
Suzuki, he's the front runner, and I don't think anybody after the next person under him, I don't think is gonna.
Who are
We got Yanni Gordy.
Yanni Gordy.
Amadio.
Yanni Gord would be the next one. No, I don't know. It's gonna be Suzuki. He's having a breakout year. He's been having a breakout year every. Selke for sure. You guys agree? There's
hands down.
Yeah.
Selke, for especially right now, like he has 6 goals, 15 assists, and I read somewhere the Montreal Canadiens. I have to pull this out. It was a pretty cool stat. I was like, okay, so the Habs are so much better with Suzuki on the ice that on 5-on-5, the Habs outscore their opponents 58-36 when he's on the ice.
Wow.
So that's a huge playmaker. That's the difference of, and I don't think he's sitting in the corners in the shadows.
No, he's back checking.
He's doing something, he's doing he might not be on the scoreboard, but if you notice something, he's always doing something. He's back checking.
Yeah.
He's not on the scoreboard, but he is on the scoreboard. But when he's not, he's still doing something.
He's sneaky good, man.
He's so good. No, so Selke,
But he's so responsible as well. He's very responsible with the puck. He doesn't mess up a lot. He doesn't screw up a lot of times.
That's why they're comparing him to.
Bergeron.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Take it easy.
Patrick Bergeron.
Take it easy. Hey, say that when he has a Stanley Cup ring,
and when he wins,
talk about the best two-way player.
and when he wins 6 Selkies.
Guys, you know what?
Every player gets compared to somebody, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but there's no one like him.
There's no one like Bergie.
Yeah.
One of my favorite.
So apparently, according to Maddie and Pat, no player could ever be compared to Selke.
Nope.
No, Bergeron.
That's just typical.
I say we retire the number 37 right now.
Across the NHL.
Exactly. Morons. All right.
I'm so happy, man.
Let's talk about
this.
So
Your back.
So apart from the Selke, like there's the Norris.
Okay, so apart from Selke, I'm gonna go with the other closest one is the Maurice Richard. The Rocket.
Okay, you want to go with the Rocket?
Let's go with the Rocket. Let's get that out of the way because we already talked about Caufield. He's gonna get it.
Yeah.
No, we don't know yet. Right now, it's between
He's
him and
definitely in the
McKinnon.
running, yeah.
He's a legitimate chance to
We set the
win.
pace since January.
Yeah.
He's better than McKinnon right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's on pace and McKinnon's still on his pace, he should beat McKinnon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that, but it's fair to say that McKinnon is a beast and Caufield might not get a goal.
He had a slow start. Caufield had a really slow start at the beginning of the season. I think September he didn't score much. But
that first line was building. It was chemistry. It was like juices boiling and
exactly.
Some players are like that though. It takes them a few.
Yeah, just to get into the rhythm and get the beat of things.
It's also the line getting chemistry and getting better together.
Exactly.
Yeah, feeling the mix.
So the Selke for sure. The Rocket is a good possibility
Very
too.
good possibility.
Okay, so that will be the second.
And now we fall into gray zones.
Well, there's also the Art Ross. He's far, but Suzuki's on the top 10 for the Art Ross. But obviously, he's got a long
I
way
think
to
that's
go.
gonna go to. I think that's gonna go to Celebrini.
Yeah.
Pellegrini.
Yeah, he's gonna catch up. Is that 113 here? Projected points. Okay, projected.
Or Kucherov.
Kucherov. Kuchi's killing you, man.
Gucci.
Kuchi. The Kuch. My little Kuchi's on fire.
Kucherov. It's gonna be he's the Rocket. He's not. It's gonna be.
So Selke Rocket, we can fairly say it's
Selke for sure.
Selke for sure. Rocket, that's 95%. I want to give it.
Trophy that could go to the Canadiens.
Well, because Selke, there's no one else, right? Like who else are you going to give it to? Barkov, injured. Reinhardt.
No, the next person in line is Gord, Yanni Gord. That's runner up. It's not gonna Yanni Gord or Michael Amadio. right there. Those are the runners. It's gonna be Suzuki for sure.
This trophy is voted, right? It's not.
Yes.
It's not based on points. Yeah.
Like we based it like we were saying Bergeron before. We were joking, but like he's the best two-way player. Usually, that's the kind of definition that I give to the Selke.
Yeah, me too.
But a guy that's also producing a lot of points on the offense while doing a lot on the back check.
I think it's Suzuki's. It's Suzuki's trophy.
You want to say Hudson?
No, it's gonna go to Bouchard. I would hope Makar wins it.
You think
right
Bouchard's gonna get it over Makar?
Well, right now he's got the most points. Usually,
We're talking about Calder, no?
oh, the Calder.
Sorry,
We're talking about Calder.
Yeah, the Calder. Yeah, okay,
It's true. We went into Hudson defense, and then we were. I don't know what's.
let's talk about the Norris.
Okay,
So let's talk about the Norris. I think right now, he was in second or third. He was in third at one point. He's dropped to like
who's this? Bouchard?
no Hudson.
Yeah.
Right now it's Bouchard with
And
the
then,
most points. But Makar is. I think Makar should win. The Norris always goes. They always take into consideration the most points, and I don't like that.
I always thought it was or it should be the player who has the biggest effect on his team.
It should be, but this is why I think there's been a lot of talk of splitting it into two types of the Norris and bringing in another
Like an offensive defenseman, and like
the opposite.
so keep the Norris as a defensive word, and bring in like a lot of people made, like even Pierre Maguire said, bring in the Bobby Orr trophy as the most offensive
Subban trophy.
No, Bobby Orr. I would call it the Bobby Orr as the offensive. Because remember when what's his name used to play for Ottawa? Carlson.
Yeah.
The most horrible defensive player in the NHL, and he won the Norris because of all the points he put. It's ridiculous.
Makes sense because
the Norris is the best defenseman. Defenseman, you have to able to defend.
You have to be.
Evan Bouchard is freaking horrible, and he's got so many chances of winning it. It doesn't make sense.
Do they take blocking into consideration for defensemen? They should. Why is it only points?
Yeah, they should.
I mean,
it's a big one.
So what? You're an offensive defenseman. You're putting up points because you're playing the power play. But if you ain't blocking,
what about the plus minus?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
The plus minus should be considered.
That's a huge one for me for
think it should
defense.
But most of the time, it's the guy with the most points. And right now, who's got the most points?
Oh, it's
Bouchard.
But who I don't think should get it. I
don't think he should get it either. That's
I don't even know why we're talking about. But
my opinion.
I think it should be Makar.
No, it should be Makar. Absolutely.
It's Makar, and even before Bouchard, then I would give it to Hudson.
So, guys, you want to hear what Paulie Market says?
Yeah.
Paulie Market NHL Calder Memorial Trophy winners is between Schaefer and Damidov.
Yeah.
And Schaefer has 97% of the votes so far.
Yeah, but right now we're talking about the Norris.
I know. Let's talk about Norris, and then we're going to talk about Calder.
Okay, I don't know. I was just giving you all the stats of all of them.
What's this?
Number
Is
two?
there anything for the Norris?
Yeah, of course. There's we're talking about
the Norris now.
The Norris now. Okay, the Norris now. So the Norris is between here 75% for who? Zach Werenski.
Yeah.
Wow.
15% for Cale Makar, 4% for Bouchard, 2% for Quinn Hughes, 1% for Elaine Hudson. That's Paulie Market, guys.
Okay, no,
People
that's
betting on
bullshit.
this.
That's ends.
Yeah.
But those are fine.
No, that's bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I would never give it to Werenski.
Money speaks louder than words.
I think Hudson is gonna be. I think if he continues to put up points, like I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being a top 3 finalist.
But
I doubt it because a lot of people. Makar is going to be there for sure, and you got to consider Werenski. Those two. Then the third finalist, it could be anywhere, and I think because of the team he's playing, because of the type of player he is, I think it's going to go to Hughes instead of Hudson. That's what I think it's going to be. Or it's going to be Evan Bouchard as the third because he put up the most points. So
why Hughes over Makar? You're saying
that
over Hudson, you mean?
Yeah, over Hudson, but I don't see Hughes getting it over Makar.
Yeah,
I think Makar is going to win it.
I think
because he's the most well-rounded.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about when the list comes out. I think the 3 is going to be Makar, Werenski, and Bouchard. That's who I think it's going to be. Bouchard only because he's probably going to finish with the most points, and they always take
Makar,
that into
Werenski, and Bouchard. Yeah. I would have maybe taken out I would maybe take out Werenski and put in Hughes.
No way. No, not with the season he's having. Werenski all the way. He's flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's going to be between him and Makar, I think.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if Bouchard, but because of all the points. But that's why I hate.
But that's the Bouchard. It's
repeating
just
each
points.
other over and over.
So I took some snapshots of this, and we'll revisit afterwards. Okay, how bad it was
Right.
from
That was
Polymark.
good.
All right.
You want to guys finish off with the Calder?
Yeah, so the Calder, that's
go on.
I think the
That's
one
an
that's
easy
the
one.
least
It's an easy one.
attainable. It's Schaefer is long gone. He likes Suzuki. He's the front runner, and he's ran away with it. What he's done in Long Island is
He's a team.
absolutely remarkable. And as much as Demidov is tied with,
Percentage are not even close. Well, these are just 96% chance he's going to win. The next one is 69%.
yeah. Yeah,
so-
and even though Demidov and Seneca have top points, it's going to be Matthew Schaefer for sure. Absolutely.
What does Polymarket say? Oh, you already said. You said
Yeah,
Schaefer.
It's definitely Schaefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be Schaefer. Yeah.
The Heart.
Heart.
Lane Hudson's there for the Heart, too.
The Heart. That's
99.9% chance. That's not bad.
Lane Hudson.
But by the way, what we're looking at is from The Athletic.
Yeah.
So this is
I think I think Cooch is gonna.
So
I think
the Hart Trophy, I think it's going to be McKinnon.
You think McKinnon over Kucherov?
Because Kucherov, I think, is going to win the Art Ross. Most points. And most valuable player, I think, is going to go to to McKinnon. Not going to go to McDavid. The Oilers doing the way it's going to go to Kucherov. To McKinnon. Yeah, he is the most valuable player.
Polymarket says it's Kucherov, guys.
Yeah,
Cooch.
we'll see. It's a tight race between. This one's a tough one.
Lindy Ruff, Coach of the Year. Interesting.
Coach of the Year. What about Martin St-Louis, man? You think he's going to be, or even Ken Hughes? What do you guys think about Ken Hughes being the GM of the year? Is there talk about that?
No, but I could see Martin St. Louis being a finalist for Jack Adams.
It's crazy. Polymarket has not even on the list.
Oh, who cares about Polymarket? It's fans voting. Most of those people don't even know what the hell they're talking about.
Oh, morons. Being back to
John Cooper is the heavy favorite.
Yeah.
Lindy Ruff as well.
Yeah.
But John Cooper and Lindy Ruff are the two heavy favorites. Yeah. So real deal primer. You might be right. Are you a Buffalo Sabres fan? I guess.
I wouldn't give it to Lindy Ruff. I would give it to John Cooper.
Lindy Ruff's been around, huh? He's been everywhere, this guy. How many teams has he coached? Like?
I think he started in Buffalo. Is it?
I think at one point I remember him being in Buffalo, I think. I could be wrong. Words about trophies? All right.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves about stupid awards, guys. We need the cup in Montreal.
That's the only award
we
that
don't
matters.
Who cares about the rest?
Usually, if you're gonna bring the cup to Montreal, a good sign is your guys are getting trophies like this.
I agree too.
You guys,
You're like in every category. Your team's in every
coaches up
category.
there, or
This is a good sign, right? Like
Someone's,
it's been a while.
No.
You got guys,
but that's what I'm saying.
contending like this on the top.
Of guys winning awards, then you have greater chances of winning the cup. I think usually Stanley Cup teams, you usually see their players winning these awards, especially coach. The president, the Art Ross, the Hart, especially the Hart. It kind of paves the way where you're like, maybe not the rookie. I wouldn't say the Calder, because that's usually like doesn't tell. It's not a telling to
Imagine
sign.
the year Price won the Vezina and the Hart. He had this team in front of him, like Brian said last time.
We're gonna
That year was nuts.
Stop talking about it. We get all the press.